All right, we are back here preaching to the choir with another episode. And I am SJ West.
And I am Van.
And let's go, guys. Today, the topic is going to be sugar baby, sugar mama, sugar daddy. Who holds the real power?
Who holds the real power? That's what we want to get into. We get into some things today to discuss. And this is a topic. I don't know if you came up with it or I came up with it. But
I think you came up with this one.
Okay, yeah, because I'm interested. But no, I just, because, in Florida, we out in Miami for a lot of South Florida in general.
Well, it's hustle and bustle.
Yeah, and it's really expensive out here. So it's a lot of young men, a lot of young women looking forward to getting taken care of.
Because we actually got friends that has experienced both, and I think I even experienced a little of that living down here where I got some offers.
Yeah, everybody get a couple offers, here and there. I don't get much offers because, I don't give off that vibe. I'm just like...
so I give off escort vibes.
You give off escort.
But
no. But on a serious note, that's a lot of goals for a lot of people out here. It's a lot of girls, quit college to move out here to get taken care of. It's young men out here fucking for money too. Don't be asleep.
Oh, they come out here from Ohio and everything.
So insider. But so with that being said, I was wondering, and we both wonder, who people are just wanting to discuss, who really is the powerful one in that situation? Is this the sugar daddy? Which we can use sugar daddy and sugar mama interchangeable, so we don't have to keep saying all that. But is it the sugar daddy,
the sponsor?
Is it the sponsor, or is it the receiver who's running shit?
Okay.
I want to hear your perspective. I already got mine.
Oh, okay. So, well, I feel that the sponsor should be running everything. However, the receiver could possibly be running things too if they played their cards correctly. Because if the receiver was not just going shopping and blowing these coins that this sponsor is doing and doing all these things, if the sponsor is a true sponsor, because most sponsors aren't sponsors, and people, it depends on your view of what a sponsor is, because my view of a sponsor, I haven't had a sponsor in my life. I just want to put that out, because a sponsor for me, you're sponsoring everything, babes. You paying all my bills each month. That's car payment or car paid off. I know, no car payment, car paid off.
Translation, I'm not a cheap.
Yeah, car paid off, and I'm talking about no mortgage either. I don't want a mortgage. I'm not working for shit if you're my sponsor. So
see, your mindset already too far. That's why you ain't gonna be no successful, baby. Because first of all, the sugar daddies, the real tricks, and the sugar mamas, whatever you into, they don't I've come to realize they don't like paying for shit that you can lead a relationship with. Unless you really know how to work your set and you know how to really get a nigga to get you that car with the pink slip, or you know how to really make a nigga pay your mortgage or do somewhere it's really long-term beneficial for you. But most of them didn't get that successful by being dumb. I'm going to lean towards answering the question that's saying that the real power is in the sugar dad or the sugar mama. Because one of my mentors, I'm not going to say who, but he used to hit me up and be like, I'm looking for some girls. Some girls want to make money. I give them $1,000. I give them $1,500 to fuck.
Oh, I think I know this friend.
And I used to think that was bizarre because he's a pretty decent looking man and he's worth a lot of money. So I'm like, bitch is a fuck you drop of a dime. But for him, he say I'd rather pay him because that way I can control them better. I could monitor, how they move. They ain't calling me back to back. It's more on my terms. And I'm like, how you spending money and letting the bitches come up as your terms? Well, he made it make sense to me. He's like, if I get them $1,000 and $1,500, that seemed like a lot to you, or that may seem like a lot to them. But I make that shit so fast, that's like me throwing my Wendy's cup out of the window when I'm driving. So for him, it's like, look what they'll do for $1,500. I get $1,500 in 10 minutes. Versus to you, it's like, yep, rent finna be paid for the year, for the months, so now I'm finna, suck dick, I'm finna do this, do that. So with that being said, unless you could get one of these tricks to give you their last, mortgage their house, sell their boat, transfer their assets, sign it over to you, die and leave you in the will, hate to say that, that's when I feel like you really that girl.
You know what's so interesting about this conversation as well, I want to share with the people, because the sugar, the whole sponsorship and the whole receiving and sponsoring, this mostly happens here down here in Miami where we are at, South Florida, it happens. I see it happen in New York and I see it happen in LA. And I was having a conversation with my partner and about, working a 9 to 5 and hustling, the difference between it all and things like that. And he was saying to me that, all he ever seen growing up was you either worked, and if you did work, everybody knew what you did. And if you didn't work, then we knew you didn't work because you were disabled or something like that. It was a reason why you didn't work because it wasn't no tricks. It wasn't no drug dealers. It wasn't the scammers. We grew up with all of that.
Oh, yeah.
And that's New York, that's LA, and I think that's city life, And so for the people who may not know, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel maybe a lot of the people who come from the Midwest or whatever, or they end up,
the Bible, though,
but they end up being the sponsors, because they see things on TV or whatever the case may be, the glitz and the glams.
So they the licks.
So they end up being the licks. But see, I end up, and that's what my personal experience. I also have been a lick. You know what I'm saying? I've been a lick.
Sucker.
I've been a sucker.
I
bought some purses.
Or were you the person?
I clearly had the power. But I seen times where I got weak, and see where that comes from a person. Maybe this could go for all the sponsors out there. When you invested so much, that's where you get a little weak because you're like, oh, you ain't going nowhere else with all the things that I put into you and go share this with the next motherfucker. Absolutely not. But then when you start to let go, and you're like, okay, well, just like I kind of did this for you, I could go do it for someone else. However, now I'm not going to do that. So I don't know always for all the sponsors out there if they know how much, if they actually know they hold the power. Because some may not know they hold the power because they may have fear of losing that piece that they have. Because if you lose the piece, then you feel you are not of value. Your value has gone into this piece. So if you now, lose this piece, you don't have any value anymore. So now they could feel like they lose their power.
Bad because
yeah,
I done known some sugar that's just like, I can speak on that. Like, I've known some that's really on some, like, from what I know, and not from personal experience of being with one, just to clear that up, but more so just from having some friends that like to trick, got some money, whatever. It's some fierce ones out there that, like, put it on the line. Like, okay, this is what I'm finna do. You gotta fuck this much times a week. You gotta do this, you gotta do that. You gotta pick up my laundry, bitch, I don't play. You text me or you cut off. Like, you can pick up the car, but I will report it stolen within this many days if you don't check in with me.
I know this person.
No, I don't think so. Because I feel like you really, really love me. If you making sacrifices with shit you barely got.
That's insane. We're not doing that. No.
We're not literally at McDonald's, but I'm just saying, like, I like to know, because money and things and, like, certain things are relevant. They're relative.
Yes.
I was about to say relevant, but like relative. Like if I make
$50,000
a year and I'm willing to invest 5 in you, or I'm willing to invest 10, that's still 20% of my income. Versus a motherfucker can have a whole bunch of millions and drive a Bentley Rolls Royce, and you happy because they fucking put a down payment on you on a little ass $40,000 car. Like, fuck out of here.
Don't grow to be a dumb hoe. That's what they said. That's what Trina said.
That's another thing. If you're an aspiring sugar baby, you have to have the music that motivates you. You need to listen to City Girls. Trina, who else? Talk this shit.
Megan, she talking a little bit.
I don't know. I don't like Meg.
A Cash Doll.
But I don't dislike her as a person. I don't think she delivering the right
Cash
message.
Doll.
Cash Doll gonna tell you how to get them pockets. Mm-hmm. Any men talking that shit?
Any men? Saucy Santana talking.
She don't count.
What?
No, I consider him like a female rapper though. Like,
I
know he doesn't identify as a female, but I love his music, and he raps as a female. Like his identity, like he says, "Your baby mama, man." I know he not thinking.
Wayne talk about getting that bread for the females.
Yeah, and
Wayne has always talked about that.
Bread, but like, even if it's like a nigga, they talk tricking, like they talk how they give it up. Like Future make music about tricking.
Future talk about paying them bills.
Yeah, you gotta listen to niggas like Future.
Like a Purple Rain. Oh, he talked about.
You gotta listen to like, okay, like
I can pay your rent right now. How you love that? I'll pay your bills right now. How you love that?
You a fucking rich nigga for the fame.
Yeah, all of that.
Get that pussy up to a lane.
All of that, exactly.
But no. So I don't know. Like I feel like I guess with the whole power thing is one of those things I feel like if you really know what you're doing, statement of the night, coin term of the night, Google Urban Dictionary, work your set. If you really that girl, like you know what you're doing, like you really can come out. You get my thing is what I want everybody in this lifestyle, that lifestyle, is to focus on long term. Focus on end game. Have goals. It's just like you have certain jobs where a bitch will say, I'm only working here 6 months.
Because what the Players Club said, you ain't gonna have that body forever.
You're not. And that trick
or that
gonna
face.
Die, and they're gonna get bored. They're gonna find somebody else. You never the best.
And that trick gonna die and give all their money to the dog if you don't play your cards right.
Yes, exactly. And you're not always the best looking, the biggest dick, the best pussy. You know, all that. It's
humble.
It's always other.
Be humble.
So you gotta be humble, move humble, work your set, and be very, very, very smart and think long term. Like I got some homegirls who had some tricks they down there hate it, but they got businesses out about them niggas. Even if it ain't like even if it ain't start my business, because a lot of them would be apprehensive about it because they think I might make her rich, then she ain't gonna need me. You know, they power driven in most cases. But if you tell them I'm trying to buy this bag, get them to give you the cash. Get them to buy you gifts and take them back. Whatever you got to do to get that money to start you some shit that you can leave with, that's what you need to do.
And guys. Because guys, we had a friend, you know what I'm saying? Not my friend anymore, your friend still maybe. That, a friend that, we knew that was tricking some guys off and was getting some money, but also tricking boys too. Tricking his friends, getting them in the hotels and things like that. But But this guy, he had main tricks.
Wait, before you continue, can you establish?
Okay, it's not your friend. But this guy, he had main tricks. But what happened was he wanted to fight the tricks and because when he wasn't playing those cards right now, when you were being a trick and you got someone, you stand at the house, they're paying your rent or whatever, if they get you an apartment, whatever it is they may do, I'm not sure, get you a car, you be nice to these people. You guys are too damn aggressive, and don't try to fight the people that don't fight the hand, don't bite the hand that feeds you. Now biting the hand that feeds you is these guys are taking care of you and looking out for you, sending your money and paying your bills and making sure you got your hair cut and you're in a nice little Gucci outfit on so you could post it on the gram and be an influencer, all these things like that. Be nice to your sponsors. Nike ain't signing nobody who rude to them. So it works the same way with your sponsors. Be nice to your sponsors. Don't be fighting your sponsors. You got to think long term. These guys aren't. You're not playing. This is not a relationship. You're acting a role. So play your goddamn role. If you're gonna be in a role, play your goddamn role. And you'll be a successful sugar baby.
A little taste of it is like, ain't no bitch getting my lick. And it start off like my lick, but then for real, they be ended up marrying them and all. Like, and then getting crazy.
Having kids and stuff.
3-4 years later want to leave because they like, I never liked them anyway. So like, what you think about that? Because I don't know. Sometimes like, I used to be apprehensive about it, but as I get older, I think sometimes it's somewhat be genuine. How like, you can meet a person for the wrong reasons and still like, have a genuine relationship with them and like fall in love.
I've seen that happen, absolutely. And what? Wow, I'm not even gonna speak on some of the stuff I felt like because it's happening still where I see it, and I'm not gonna speak on it. However, I'll speak in a general state. What I could say is once a person start nurturing you, because that's what it is. It's nurturing. It's an energy. It's a personality. It's what people are attached to, this nurture that, oh my God, this person actually sees me and loves me and give me things. Yes, it feels like a parental role. So once this person start giving you this parental role, you start, you build this attachment to this person. And then of course a love that you do build for this person because you're falling in love with this soul, this personality now. It's no longer the looks. You don't even care about the looks anymore. It's what this person is doing for you and what this person has done, has built, expose you to as well. So
experiences and memories is something you can't lose and can't take back.
Mm-hmm.
So with that, money kind of, it doesn't dictate that, but it's a good tool in order to change a person's life. So sometimes people will never forget. Like they can forget what you buy them, what you like do in the moment, but they never forget how you made them feel and the experiences and things you were able to teach them and show them.
Exactly. So in turn, check this out. That's how the sugar daddy or sponsor end up having the power, because once he sees that, oh, you are surrendering to me now because I got you where I want you. Now I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want to do. I'm gonna go get another girl. I'm gonna just have you on the side, because their intentions are just to, once they see that they got you, I suppose, where they want you, where you can't go anywhere no more because you're attached to this lifestyle and what they provided for you. Now they don't want to go no goddamn where, and they're crazy about you. And now this fat nigga gonna cheat. This fat nigga gonna do whatever the hell he want to do, or ugly person, or whatever it is the case may be, and that's how they end up in these affairs.
And no shade, because a lot of the sugar daddies and sugar mamas ain't ugly, ain't fat.
No, and they have charm, and
they could be lit. They just want a trick. Because when I get my little bag up after this podcast blow up, I'm gonna be a trick ass sugar daddy. I ain't neither of those categories, but I'm gonna be tricked. So anybody listen to this, know you get tricked on, because when you run into Big Daddy van, I'm coming. I'm taking you to the mall. I'm buying the cars in my name so you can borrow. And if you get out of line, bitch, give me my keys. It's Grand Theft Auto.
Exactly. I mean, so for me to close it out, I would definitely say, for one, I mean, always have you something on the side that you're doing. Don't ever depend. I mean, we shouldn't be dependent on anybody, because I also feel we all have gifts, and what if you have the abilities or the looks or whatever it is the case may be, that is someone likes about you, that they want to sponsor you. Take that opportunity like we have for COVID, and learn yourself and get yourself together and figure out what it is that you want to do besides, lay up and get tricked upon, because there's definitely something.
Tricked upon.
You know what I'm saying?
You made it sound biblical. I want to get tricked upon. I'm gonna post that on Instagram. I want to get tricked upon.
It is preaching to the choir, goddammit.
Literally.
So, I mean, if you want to do those things, that's fine. I'm not judging. Absolutely not, because thou shalt not judge. We don't judge over here on this show, baby. We tell you do your goddamn thing. However, we just want to direct and tell you it's other ways of doing it. So you could choose to do the path that you continuing to do, or you could choose our path and our help and our guidance and what we're saying. I know for my half of it, I just say work your set a little better, and that definition again is play your cards right. However you want to do it, it's a poker game. So I say be nice to your sponsors. That's all I'm gonna say, guys, and that's how I'm gonna take it.
And in the words of Future, bitch, don't get too comfortable.
Exactly.
No, seriously, don't let that be your only stream of income. Don't let nobody rich or halfway rich, because some of y'all be claiming sugar daddies that don't be real sugar daddies, but that's another story. But listen, you gotta literally because my homegirl was telling me she had a sugar daddy, and it was like, and she's like, yeah, he give me he paid my car note, and I was like, what is it, $500 a month? And you giving up pussy, but that's another story. But literally, I think the bare minimum is they at least got to do an apartment and some pocket change. But that's neither here nor there, because we be talking all day. But I just say think long term. You was right. Mm-hmm. Definitely have backups. Work your set. Be real nice. Do what you got to do to finagle your situation, and always have backups, and really, really invest, because you can't do it forever. You just can't.
Exactly.
No matter how you feel, no matter how good you look, no matter how young you are, it ain't a forever game.
Watch the Players Club.
Yeah, Players Club.
And P Valley.
P Valley will teach y'all some things too. Uncle Clifford Rule.
Our sponsors. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, thank you to Herodora.
Thank you.
Thank you to our sponsors though.
Daddy on.
Yeah, let's talk.
Shout out to Puff Daddy.
And yeah, so be in what the fuck?
Love.
Oh, I don't know what you thought I was going to say, because that is not what I was saying.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so be ready and tuned in for our next episode of Preaching with the Choir. We're going to have a really interesting topic. Y'all tap in.
Tap, tap, tap. Bye.
Yo.